Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, 4 of the largest U.S. banks to suspend mortgage payments. There's a catch. Hold on. I'm going to give it to you. 4 out of the 5 largest banks have agreed to a 90-day waiver for residential mortgage payments. Did you know that? For those who are impacted by the coronavirus. Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Citibank, and J.P. Morgan Chase have all agreed to waive mortgage payments for people affected by the coronavirus. An additional 200 state charter banks and credit unions made similar commitments. Hold on. Hold on. He noted that one bank has declined at this time to do so, Bank of America, which would only agree to 30 days.
I can't wait to see what the fuck is going to happen next.
So, if you have money in Bank of America, you should take your money out of Bank of America. So we do all our banking through credit unions, but I kept a bank account with Bank of America that I've had since 1995. Just in case whatever happens, whatever, I wanted to have another bank account. Hey, what if our credit unions
is vulnerable
to a cyber attack? What if their computer, what if the place burns down? What if something? I wanted another bank account, so I kept it. Well, I'm not keeping it anymore. We're getting rid of it. Bank of America are proving themselves to be, in the middle of a pandemic, they've proven themselves to be parasites. Newsom said everyone is eligible regardless of how much money they make. He said homeowners must submit some form of documentation. So there you go, Bank of America. Bank of America. As we're putting $1 trillion a day into the banks, Bank of America is like, nah, I could do one payment. We'll let you skate one payment. So this is the kind of thing they should be doing nationwide. This is the kind of thing they should be doing nationwide. Why can't they do this nationwide? Why? Where's Chuck Schumer? He's got all those friends on Wall Street. They give him all that money. Isn't he friends with them? Why can't Chuck Schumer go get them? What about Nancy Pelosi? She's the biggest fundraiser in the world. All those corporations give her all that money. Why can't she go do something? For the same reason Barack Obama didn't do a goddamn thing for you in 2009. Because they don't give a shit about you. At all. And the only reason they do anything for you is so they can remain in power.
So did Bank of America get bailed out in 2008?
They're getting bailed out right now.
I don't understand.
But the only reason you don't hear about them getting bailed out right now is because there isn't a vote in Congress on it, because they put it in legislation that when they need the money, it just goes to the banks. There's no more voting on it. So, like, you know what we're doing right now, giving all this money to corporations and all this stuff. And so what the banks had their toadies like Barack Obama do in 2009 was to make sure we don't have to go through this again. So if so now, like how we're going, they just go, if whenever there's a crash again, boom, you just give $500 billion to the Fed. They give $4 trillion to the corporations, and that's why this happens from now on. That's what they did with the banks. So that's why you know how we're having all these negotiations for this bailout right now for corporations? They got rid of all that for banks. There's no negotiations. There's no TARP. It's just give them the money. Give them the money. Give them the money. Give them the money. Trillion, trillion, trillion. As much as you need. Okay. It's amazing. Look at the priorities of our society. Do you need a clear case of this government, your society doesn't work for you whatsoever, that the interests of 80% of this country are completely decoupled from policy and the government? Completely. I would say 90% of this country's interests have no influence whatsoever on legislation. Look what they're doing. They have mechanisms in place to stop Wall Street. Oh, God, if it gets in trouble, if we go to a crisis, we got to stop. Okay, we got it. We'll save Wall Street. How about the banks? And we're going to save the banks trillions, and they know it immediately. And here we are sitting around begging, sir, please, may I have $1,200? And when you give trillions of dollars to the banks, you order them to do mortgage relief. Because they need your money. Now you own them again. Hey, this is the part where I tell you where our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then I would tell you to go join our premium, but nobody has a fucking job. So why don't you just enjoy the video?